Hi guys, this is Tablet-News.com and I'm here with a game called World of Tanks Blitz. It's available for free on iOS and I'm playing it on the iPad mini first generation. The game was launched just a few weeks ago and it's not exactly a port of the PC games, but you can still choose tanks from various countries. As you can see, we got a Cunningham and the T-18, MS-1 and M3 Light and the Light Tractor. So we have tanks from USA, Russia and Germany to play with. I'm going to go straight to battle and then discuss the various configurations and settings. Okay, so these are 7 versus 7 battles, while on the PC it was 14 versus 14, and you have 8 maps here. You can even go to areas with snow, mountains, forests, and the setting here is that it's not Counter-Strike where you die and respawn. Here you die only once and then you're only a spectator to the fight, but you can exit, pick another tank and play another battle. There are 90 tanks available. There is a huge tech tree, upgrades available obviously to the engine and other things. And now let's see the controls. Okay, so it seems like a pretty crowded window. We have the left side of the screen as a thumbstick. By the way, this is a mission in an area with snow. With this thumbstick you can also accelerate, decelerate, change direction. While using the right side of the screen, you can direct your turret to certain areas around you. You have 2 shoot buttons, this one and this one. And by the way, right now I'm using up ammo that I'll have to purchase after the mission is over. Aside from these buttons that I just shown you, there's also a scope button allowing me to aim at the distance and shoot the enemies. I also have a map area here. You should be able to check it out better, but not in this case. Anyway, the map signals the presence of the foes around you, and I can actually see a tank, so let's try to zoom in. He hasn't passed the hill just yet, so the harm hasn't been done. You can hit shooting in the distance. I'm using a pretty slow tank right now, but let's try to aim and go for the kill once the bad boys pass the hill. It's very important to actually know what type of opposition you have in front of you and to be sure to be on a high point in order to aim properly. As you can see, there's a bit of a bug here. I'm actually aiming through the hill and not being able to deliver a shot. Okay, so finally I can aim and shoot. I can also change my ammo and maybe go for the kill this time. Okay, so I actually hit something for once. There's a bit of an auto-aim thing going on. There are 2 ways to win a battle here. You can capture the base simply by sitting around in its area, or you can shoot down the enemy's tanks and destroy the bad guys, and then the battle will be over. This one is a smart guy. He's hiding behind the remnants of his mates. I actually got him once. But let's go ahead and check it out. By the way, this is the area where we can communicate with your guys. I just sent out an SOS message that wasn't actually needed and I just got killed. Since I'm in the early stages of the game, the tank is rather slow, and now that I'm dead, I can switch the vision to my other mates' tanks, see how they're doing. I would say that the graphics are pretty nice, considering I'm playing on an iPad mini. They're quite fine. As I said, this is the map here. I would have expected it to be a little bigger or a little enlarged. I see here the dots represented by my tanks, by the enemy's tanks, by the base area, and at the top you can see the time left in the battle and the number of kills. It's 3 on 3 right now, it's equal, and the battle has been finished. When it's all done, you get your experience points, your cash, and your results. I'm syncing to the server right now. It ended with defeat, but still I got some credits. Okay, these are the statistics: shots fired, damage caused, hits received, and that's pretty much it. Usually it ends with defeat for me and for most players as far as I've heard. And now let's go into the tech tree area. So we got the American tanks here. Loads of them. They cost a lot, I have to say that. and there are three currencies in the game. There is the gold, there is the credits, and there is the experience. And actually the most important of them is the experience. That's the one you spend on upgrading tanks or buying new ones. So we're done with the American tanks. Those are the Russian ones. And to be frank, they look and sound apart. There's no two tanks that sound the same or look the same. The creators of the game were very attentive in that aspect. So we got this bad boy here. He costs a lot, in the millions of credits, and I'm far away from reaching it. However, if I pick this tank, this little Russian ugly tank, or this one, I can actually upgrade it. So I go to upgrades. I can check out the gun, turret, engine, or suspension and upgrade them. However, all the modules have been mounted. If I pick the American tank, I go to upgrades, and here I can actually buy something like a better gun, a better engine, or a better suspension. Each of them modifies maneuverability, shot effectiveness, and firepower in this case. I have to research them, but I need more credits, and credits are achieved only with hardcore battle. This is the communication area. There's news, platoon, profile, tutorial, Facebook, and forum. So a lot of stuff happening on the screen. Now let's check the ammunition. I can actually select how much to buy between missions, and payment will be extracted from me. This is the game's shop, where you can spend real money, get a gold account, get some packs, exchange gold, convert experience. But in the meantime, since I'm using this big American tank, let's go to this one and do another battle. There are players in queue. A good thing about World of Tanks Blitz is that you can easily find a server and find players. I was never kicked out of a session. And the only time I was sorry about the game was when it hit maintenance, but that only happened once and I just started playing it. Usually you can capture the base, it's in the middle of the map, or if you occupy it for an amount of time, you win the battle. If you don't occupy it, you can simply kill the other tanks and you're done, you win. Okay, so here we go again. This time we're in a more deserted area. There are no trees, there is no snow. It's a fall map. I see there is a castle here and we're marching forward. This tank is a bit faster than the one from earlier. As I said, you can feel the differences from one tank to the other. And let's see where my mates are. They're behind me. It's all based on teamwork. Keep that in mind, you're never alone. And also, the matching system is very good. I'm about level 3 or 4 right now. I'm a small level. And I won't be matched with guys that are level 10. That would be absurd. So a bit of a direction problem here. It takes a while to get used to controlling the tank with a single stick, while the other one only changes the turret orientation. Okay, so now I'm in the bushes. I see a guy moving there, and I just shot him, but he saw me, so I would better go back. I just got killed, and that's how you lose a fight. The idea is to stay behind cover or go on top of a hill and then aim and then shoot. It's frustrating, you have nothing to do now but watch, but I can exit to the garage, pick another tank, start another battle. We have good touch controls and you can customize button placement if you don't like it. There's aim assist by default, and you can only have 6 tanks as once as far as I know, but then you can buy more slots if you want. It's a well-designed game, and I would say that you can find players all the time, connections are decent, and let's try a battle with the German tank. It's quite fun if you like this type of game, especially since, as I said, there aren't many drawbacks. Maybe the difficulty level, even at lower levels, it's pretty hard and frustrating till you get the first win and get a lot of credits and experience, and then you're happy. So World of Tanks Blitz, there are dozens of millions of players out there for the desktop game, and I'm guessing there are hundreds of thousands of players for this game, if not millions as well. So we're waiting in a queue right now, we're being matched to other players, and here we go. Yet another map, yet another setting. Okay, so I have a German tank and there are several other German tanks with me. Now I have an ammo called AP. As you can see, the tank is much slower, but it's beefier, and the hit points are mentioned below. 185. It's more solid than the American tank. There's one ahead of me, a Russian one with 150 hit points. So it's lighter, but it's also lighter on the armor. Once again, I have to say, beautiful graphics, and I do mean that in a good way. This is an iPad mini, and there wasn't a big expectation from this game on this tablet, but here we are with a set of decently designed graphics. If I were to choose between this and Iron Force, to be honest, I would maybe choose this game. So there is a guy coming towards us, and I'm guessing that my mate got killed already because he's smoking, and not in a good way. The enemy tank only has a few hit points left, and I just destroyed the tank. There is a squadron of bad guys on top of the hill, and I'm hiding behind the pipes. Okay, you get the idea here. This is World of Tanks Blitz. It's addictive, it's fun, it's complex, and we give it a 9 out of 10 here at Tablet-News.com. Bye bye.